Hey guys, Tara here. Welcome back to the Cheetah on Racing. And we're in the Tempesta here for the first race on the Crossing Path circuit, I'm pretty sure this one's called. And I forget the names now, but yeah, oh my, what was that? I couldn't react to that because I couldn't finish my previous point, but that, what was it, a Devastate just went straight into a pole. Someone's gone straight on into the first corner. So now that gives us the lead of the race for now. The Devastates, I think, it's pretty much the same pace as the Tempesta really, so I don't think that's really going to make too much difference, quite honestly. Still with that second place car though, they're still right behind us, there's still plenty of time yet for them to actually do something, and I've missed that corner completely. Yeah, I haven't done this track in a while at the time of doing this, and here comes this Devastate now up the inside line, or more straight through me. I keep thinking, I keep wanting to, because I have this problem where I want to use contact racing terminology, but it's a non-contact race. I'm just like going to saying he's driven through me to take the lead of the race. I mean, that would make sense in some other races, but in this one it makes sense, but it just doesn't compute right. Now this corner's caused me so many issues before. I got a bit late in the race and somehow managed to stay on the road, so I think I couldn't have got my braking any later than that really for it to have worked. Now they're coming up now to the final corner, and look how many laps away this race. I hope he's good up, it's not a one-lap race. Now on to lap 2 of us, so 5 laps, it's a bit longer than normal. Usually races about 3 or 4 laps, but yeah, I'll take 5 laps. I mean, it gives me more time to get back in the lead, but then again, if I do take the lead back, it gives me more time to lose it, so it works either way, but since I'm the attacker here, it gives me more time to get the win, hopefully. And that was a horrible line from them, and we're going for the coastline once again, taking the really sweaty lines, which they're not. I mean, if they're not going to sweat, then I don't care, because well, it's GTA racing. Is there really any rules outside of content racing in like event racing and that? Like, you win the race by any means necessary, and taking Kirby's line like that, that's kind of how things go. I mean, that's the racing line there, if you actually make it work. No, then where's he gone? Where's anyone gone? There's only 2 of us left now. Has everyone else just rage quit this race besides me and whoever the other person is? Yeah, why? Did they all just lag out or something? I mean, it's not me lagging out. There's still got someone else in this race with me. So, did they all just like DC or something? Like, what's going on there? And you know what? Since there's only 2 of us left in this race, I've still got over half the race to actually yet do. Yeah, let's wait for Cole. Let's wait for the other guy. I mean, because, well, what's the point of going around 3 laps on your own? Let's actually have a little bit of fun. So he's going to take the lead, which is okay. There's still, like I said, half the race over yet to go, so there's still plenty of time yet for anything to happen. And it's only a second gap. And the footage cut a little bit, but nothing really major happened. But you're still in front of us, about the same gap, maybe a little bit bigger because my shambolic driving as normal. Now coming up into the petrol station hairpin, he takes out the signs for me, so he loses momentum there, and I don't actually manage to gain a little bit out of that. He's not curb boosting or anything, so I don't think he's like a really sweaty guy. So you know what? If he's not going to curb boost, then I'm going to do what he does, because then it'll just be down to the 2 of us for who actually wins the race. But now coming into this corner, what's he going to do here? I mean, I'm going to take the racing line still because the lines are accessible to anyone. But if they're not going to curb boost, then I'm not going to either. When I hit the apex, so I get a boost from that. I mean, that's just the apex. That's just how it is. Now we've got 2 laps of the race, so let's go. Now we are getting out. So definitely got that last half of the lap. I'm definitely better at. It seems, and still just avoiding all the cars. Going as close as we can, but not actually taking them. They're going to run out wide. I'm not going to go. I don't usually run out wide there anyway. Going to hit the apex there. Stay off the curbing. And I'm still getting on now. We're going to take the belt line actually, or got a bit too wide there, trying to maximise the corner entry. I mean, it got away with it, but in a normal situation that would have been a lot slower. You could put 2 wheels on the grass, and I missed the apex out a little bit once again, but they got a bit of a wiggle on as well. Now then, 2 of us now side by side now into the petrol station hairpin. It's a bit out wide, but we take out a sign each, and I go for the racing line because I got to throw over there. With the acceleration I got, I just wanted to throw the car over there and didn't want to smash into something. So I guess about the lead out of that. So. It's not like I gained an advantage, not like I actually gained something back on purpose, but he went for a curb boost, and he's actually going for a few boosts now, so maybe he's actually does curb boost, but he's just choosing to play it chill. I'm making confused, but well, either went for one, I can go for one to keep it fair. That's a horrible landing though, going out to the final corner, I got a really bad bounce there, but now they're coming out onto the final lap now with the race. And you know what now, let's sweat this lap, let's see, I've got about a second gap to close up, let's see. If me sweating this final lap can get me back in the lead of the race. But no, I mean, let's see how to see. Really, we just show the difference really between curb boosting and sweaty lines, rather than staying on the road and keeping more like legit. If that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but it does in my head anyway. Instead, he's avoiding all the Kirby's lines. I'm going for all the sweaty lines this time. I don't even actually looking back at me at any lines I've taken. But nice apex there, though. I actually managed to hit it for once on the final time of asking. I've only closed half the gap, so maybe curb boosting isn't all that effective, really. It depends on the track and depends on the drivers as well. Then we go for the Kirby's lines now. But he's not really. He's actually pulling away from me, so maybe this has got a bit more top end speed. I don't know. Maybe this curb boosting doesn't really affect the Tempesta, maybe. Either way, we're going for it. There's only a few more corners left to go. Going for the Kirby's lines once again, and the footage cut completely. But I didn't get the win. I'll say that much. I finished second just, but once again, because the footage cut, you're gonna take my word for it. I was leading going around into the final corner, but I stopped before the line to give him back the win because I had to sweat that final lap to catch up to him. So yeah, Carl, GG, you deserve that more than I did. So yeah, enjoy the win, and you got fastest lap and all. On to the second race now, back to normality. So back to a sweaty situation in the Elegy. And I'm starting in 9th place, and that's towards, I think, yeah, that's second last actually, so yeah. Back to normal, starting at the back as well. This race, things should go a lot more to plan, with things being a lot more sweaty in that. Now to the first corner, there's a hairpin here, and I completely missed that corner. But I've gone for the LG because I didn't really want to use any of the sweaty cars. And again, like I don't even own a Pariah or that, so there's nothing really sweaty to use, and then we got the Italia GTO in now as well, so I don't own either of those two cars, so. And looking at the track map, I think I may have chosen the wrong car because there's a lot more straights on this track than what well, I knew there were straights, but they were a lot longer than what I was thinking. And through the corners, you can't really get anything. This is the Elegy is more of like a traction-based car, whereas you've got a few filters and that else. Maybe a Jester race car might be good in the situation, but I don't have one of them either. So I really don't have a middle ground car because I just really can't. They just don't gel with my driving style anymore. I know I used to, well, I mean, like one of my videos of like a race battle with 3 other people in unit at the time. I was actually just destroying it in the Jester 2 times on that track in 2 different races. Once against Captain Nurse and others against various other people from the Unity racing crew. And the Jester worked for me great then, but yeah, I haven't used it in like 2 years really, or whenever that video was. It wasn't long after that reason I stopped using it. And I've managed to ramble for about, what's that, a minute or so? Maybe about the Jester race car, either way, they're in 7th place. And things are going they're a bit pedestrian, we're in a bit of a no man's land really. I mean, we got a few cars right behind us, there's quite the gap to actually the cars up in front of us. And I missed the apex there because I had no idea where the corner's going. This first lap I'm just going to be, this is my learn the track lap. And it seems to be a nice fast flowing circuit. And the Elegy literally has no top speed. Yeah, I should have chose, I would have been better off in the Felter at least, because there's a lot of other Felter on the track, so yeah, maybe if that's Supreme, but here we go, we get a hairpin now, so we get some good traction out the corner. I mean, the other pink Elegy, you get some good runs, and then again, the Felder's not too shabby actually either. And then clear around the final corner, the pink Elegy's got a bit of runs, they run a bit wide into the wall, but I think they'll manage to recover that. I'm still seeing a dot behind us pretty close on the mini-map, so yeah, they got away with that. Although, now pulling up now, are we over the line yet? No, this is the start finish line now, pulling up now. So now we're going onto lap 2 or 3. We've got some good Kirby's now. We're going up now, back now into P7. So I think this is just the battle for 7th place, honestly. I don't see us catching anyone up in front unless they make mistakes, but on legitimate pace, I think it might just be a battle with me, this Felter, and the other pink Elegy if that one catches up later on in the race. Let's go. Actually, we've got another Elegy now just bringing themselves into the mix. Trying to carry a bit too much street on there, but I got away with it though, just about. Although I lost a little bit of time, but at least I'm still facing in the right direction in that. That match again back that time now. Look now into Pier. This is just an all-out battle for 7th now with this Felter. So it's cornering ability versus acceleration and traction. Honestly, I would say advantage Felter for this style of track as well. But the straight line speed doesn't seem to be too much different. The actual track layout, I think, does suit the Felter more. We get nice inside line. We're just throwing the car into the corner now. Go full commitment now. Because it's not good. It's not like I'm going for the win of the race. So risking it all doesn't really matter too much in this situation, because what really am I going to lose besides 7th place? And there comes that LG once again. I'm going to braking, and I've gone way too late on the brakes there. Tried to brake them, and I forgot the LG had like no brakes for a second there. But either way, they're down now into 8th place, and the gap between the cars in front is growing a bit. Although there's a struggle there, so maybe P6 might be on the cards yet. But then again, I've got to get there first in front of this other car in front of me. And they seem to be handling the Elegy better than me on this track. The Elegy usually for me is a pretty good car. It gels pretty well with me. Into this hairpin now for the second time, taking a bit of a wide line so to make sure that I didn't actually hit into the actual just barrier. Coming now into what is really the final corner of the lap. And it this corner does cause issues, but in the LG, I think, oh, it has caused issues though for that one car though. I don't even know what happened to them. And get back up now into P7. So if P7 were destined to finish, it seems like although I do have a little bit of competition now from that car behind me as we come now onto the final lap now of the race. I think the LG in front of me, I'm pretty sure they're just going to pull away or at least maintain a gap. I don't really see us catching them without them making some kind of mistake that I can't even see. And here comes our Felser once again. I almost missed the corner, go straight on, just trying to maximise the curves lines and the momentum out of the corner so I can. So yeah, this lap really, this is the sweaty lap now. Just trying to maximise the pace, maximise the lines, anything that we can, any little advantage, because this is full curb boost, full sweat if it wasn't obvious enough already. That Felser is just so much more good cornering ability. Well, I mean, the LGs, they do grip, but the Felser's just got the it just flows more really. And I flipped it, and that's it, over. I mean, I did the same thing as them into that corner, and it just didn't work for me. Down into P9. If I could have held it through there, then that would have been such a good battle now for the rest of the lap. Now here comes our pink LG from the first lap, which disappeared at the final corner. I'm somehow back. So now we're in a battle with 8th place. Someone's made a mistake somewhere then, it seems. Well, now we're in a battle with 8, so we're only 1 place lower down than what it was, but it could have been 1 place higher. Not that that really makes all too much of a difference if it's not for the win or that. But if I can beat that pink LG, then at least I will win one of the battles. The car that we've passed again. Actually, was that a Kuruma? Was there a Kuruma in front of me? I'm sure that was a Kuruma. Or a four-wheel, of course it was a car that's got 4 wheels, a 4-door car of some sort. So, you know what? You might actually get this P7 after all. I'm just destined for 7th place. This race is going to finish 7th. I mean, it's better than where I started. And it's not last in a lobby with competitive racers. And that's people who actually can race. Oh, look at that. The battle for the win, that was pretty close as well. They finished at the same time. And Gryogi and Levitate? Yeah, I'm just going to call you Levitate. Beaky as well. Actually, this race was just full of people that are way better than me. So, not being last, that is an achievement. We're coming onto the line now. It's going to be 7th place, and just like the last episode, I forgot to save the end of the race afterwards. So, yeah, if you enjoy the race of me finishing 7th, I mean actually driving normally for a bit, then leave a like on this episode, leave a comment down below as well, subscribe if you do, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future videos. Remember to give me a follow on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, they'll be linked in the description down below. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.